Now, the thing that baffles me about Meghan and Harry is this. If they're such good people to work for, everybody loves them, and she looks out for you and making ice cream and sending dog leashes and checking in if you're ill or not particularly well. Well, if they're that good, why do so many people leave? I mean, that to me is literally the line that I constantly think, we've all worked for horrible bosses, haven't we? But we've either had to stick them out because we need the job, we need the money, and it's not the right time, the climate, that sort of stuff. But one would suggest if you'd worked for Harry and Meghan, it would be incredible in a sense because lots of people would want to interview you or indeed meet you. So it would open doors, not necessarily for the right things, but you might be able to make that connection. Now, very quickly after Josh Settler, another one's bolted. And this is literally, well, as ever, in a shroud of mystery. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Get me teeth in, it's hard, isn't it? Well, this is the thing. I haven't hardly woken up yet. Bit of a long, busy week this week with all the politics going on, as you can imagine. But as I say, nice to have your company. And thank you as ever for enjoying the video regarding, of course, the scandal of the royal rocker who didn't get his place in the Royal Variety Performance. As ever, they're all free on this site. And of course, no charge, no coffee tip, no nothing. Just enjoy it. That's what I love to do. Spread the stories. It's fabulous when you find these things out because you kind of think, wow, that must have been, whether you like Jerry Lee Lewis or not, must have been annoying though. He must have thought, oh, blast, because that would have done so much good for his career. But of course he's remembered now for all the wrong things, isn't he? A little bit like Hugh Edwards and Philip Schofield. I know, scandal sticks, you see, this is the problem. Back as ever though to your royal story of the day. Talking of scandals, this is yet another one. This is because Harry and Meghan once again have lost their global communications person. That is of course Ashley Henson. Now what's interesting about this particular lady is she's gushed at length about how marvellous they are. Most recently, of course, with the backlash over the demon Duchess and the Diva Duchess and stuff like that, all thanks to the spread via the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter are not backing down and this sort of, threats between each other, but I would put my money on the Hollywood Reporter and basically say they're sticking to their guns. So Meghan, you'll have to find another way to take that one. But what's fascinating about this is that Ashley has decided, as I say, to step away from representing the Sussexes. Or has she? Now here's where it gets interesting because she's decided to set up her own company. Nothing wrong with that, has to be applauded, entrepreneurial, that sort of stuff. But you see, behind the scenes, this is sort of called damage limitation in many respects. And the other side of the coin is this, that they can't have an employee wandering around another one, threatening, of course, to go public saying how demonic Meghan is. Not so much Harry, but clearly Diva Duchess Meghan. So here's where it gets even more complicated because according to a very well-placed source, yes, they're all smiles and apparently she's going to continue advising the former royals on various things. One presumes for a fee. Or is there? Because according to that source, as ever, allegedly, it looks like Meghan has quietly invested in this new venture. Now, she's done this, obviously, we know, with fashion sort of lines and the clever coffee thing, do you remember that? And this really keeps away of people keeping stum, If you invest and then, you quietly may say, well, I'll invest a little bit more, it keeps you quiet. It almost keeps you on a leash until, of course, either the agency becomes incredibly successful and you can cut them loose and buy them out. You see how this works. So it's a very clever move, really. But of course, the story, the truth, never fully comes out. And this will only come out in the accounts eventually. But for now, it's very much well hidden, but not well hidden enough. Right, Meghan? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.